bit of a walk tonight. And here we go. How's everyone doing? Let me know where you're watching from, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. Make sure you drop it in. You guys know what I love the most about the live streams? The purity of it. No edits, no crap, no games, no BS. Just pure, live, real communication. How is everybody doing today? Say hello in the chat if you are there. How are we sounding? Do we have good audio and all that? Let me know. Can anybody tell where we are? It's pretty easy. In fact, it's even on the screen. Today we're probably gonna do a bit of a shorter live stream. Just a little bit of walk through the area so that you can see what things look like out here. It is a Monday night in Tokyo. Monday night. It's a Monday. Like, that says a lot. And we've got this going on. Watching from home. Good to know you're watching from home. Good to have you. And a huge thank you to Tim for getting that super chat ball rolling, saying for snacks and beverages. Tim, thanks so much. Glad to have you here. It's been a while since I did an evening live stream, and today was a busy day. This has actually been a super busy week, filled with minor mishaps and fires to put out, tons of excitement, not all of it great. I actually promised you guys a video last night that just kind of fell apart, and I'll talk about that in a second. But Lloyd is in here with a super chat saying it looks like a nice night there. Lloyd, it is a nice night. It's actually a pretty good temperature right now. It is 10:24 p.m. We're at about 16 degrees Celsius. So it's a good night for walking. As you can see, we have a ton of people, but let's do what we do and hit some of the back streets. I love this. This guy's like scouting people on a scooter. Like, yo, you want to come to my bar? My scooter bar? I want to go to the scooter bar. What's the scooter bar all about? Does everybody drink on scooters? Do you just zip around Tokyo drinking on scooters? This is what Tokyo looks like on a Monday night. It's kind of crazy. And Eva-chan in there keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying for your evening snacks and beverages, thank you very much. Today itself was a day of minor mishaps. If you are following me over on Instagram, you'll know that I was doing some edits with Kiki today in the studio, and our editing software was just not agreeing with us at all. Pretty much everything that could go wrong went wrong, but I think we made it work. Right now we're out in the area of Roppongi, and the entire area is just bars and people out drinking on a Monday night. The last stream that I did, hey, is that Mr. Scooterman scooter? I think it is. Do you guys reckon? I'm pretty sure that's a scooter with his yellow tape on the handlebars that let you know the difference between left and right. And we did a stream here on TOKYOLENS Explore 2-3 days ago. It was a nice stream. We went out to the area of Kagurazaka and did some walking around. And we have our first set of stairs for the evening right here. So these stairs feel kind of dangerous. They feel very unbalanced and they're kind of messy over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give these stairs a 5 out of 10. Just because the danger aspect of them, the fact that it feels like you're gonna fall down, they're all angled downwards, you can probably see that. It adds a bit of a risk element that I kind of enjoy. And then this is the cleanest area of Tokyo. If you've ever wondered why Tokyo is so clean, the streets of Tokyo, it's because all the garbage goes right here. This is the central garbage spot for all of Tokyo. And you can see my shadow, so that's also an exciting thing. We've got some vending machines over here, which you'll also find in Tokyo. And we have some happy drinkers. So, good evening, gentlemen. I hope your night is going well. We're gonna wander these back streets and check out what bars are available, what is going on, and what this chef is doing, because he's clearly having a great evening. All right, so the fun of this week's video, I went out and I shot a really fun video for you guys this week of having the entire day being completely out of my control and me just kind of following along. And during the very final days of this, the entire thing kind of fell apart and required some changes and more time to be put into it. And so I had to set it aside and couldn't complete it. And it's got to come out next week, which is kind of unfortunate. But it is what it is, and we are where we are. What's up, guys? Got some nice graffiti over here. This is the building we're looking at. So as always, I'd love to know whether you are watching live or whether you are watching afterwards. A, where are you watching from? B, what time is it? And C, should you be so inclined, let me know what you did today. Was it a good day for you? Was it a tough day for you? You can tell what a safe and wonderful area it is by the fact that the coppers are walking out in numbers, and they look so happy too. They're the happiest police that you'll ever see. Today, I came from over here. I live just down this way, and I rarely come out this way. But I thought, you know what? Tonight, we'll come out, we'll take a bit of a walk, we'll check out the area. I would be less inclined to do this area on like a Friday night or a Saturday night. Love the hair, guys. Love it. What's up? Whoa. Everyone has amazing hair. What the hell? There's like good hair friends. This guy has chikyu-gumi in his hair. He literally has chikyu-gumi in his hair. And we got 2 super chats in there, maybe 3. Yes, we got one from Rob C in there, keeping the super chat ball rolling, saying for stair insurance, it's something I feel like I definitely need. John Manning in here. How's it going, John? Good to see you. You had to duck out of the last live stream a little bit early. Glad to see you in here. Saying, I'll be in Tokyo for a few days from July 16th. Looking forward to exploring the streets again. Mate, I am looking forward to having you over for another coffee. It'll be good to catch up. Looking forward to it. We gotta make sure that we walk fast enough and overpower the music at all of these bars so that they don't flag us. Like the last 3 live streams I've done, I've just walked by music somewhere and it's ended up with a copyright strike on the video, and it's been really fun. So, you know, as copyrights tend to be. Josh Bowman is also keeping that super chat ball rolling, asking about this guy right here and what he's unloading. It looks like some kind of kombini food. That wasn't actually what the super chat was about. Josh was saying, another contribution to stay hydrated. How was your day, sir? I have 100% had better days. I've also had worse, so I really feel like I'm in no position to complain. I didn't get hit by a truck today. I'm healthy, I'm happy, all is well. And Chris, how's it going, man? Chris Lessard in here, keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying, Konbanwa, Norm. Here's a little something for The trains, oh thank you. Here's a little something for the trains that allow you to get to these places for all of us to enjoy. Actually tonight, I came out by skateboard. That's how I get out here. Right from that tower area, right there. That's where it's at. And Wayne West in here. Wayne, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wayne's in here keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying fun. Well, fun is definitely the goal. I'm hoping that we have a good evening. We're going to walk around for probably the better part of an hour, kind of check out the space, see what's available. This right here, the Hobgoblin, is a great space, a really nice and popular little bar that's often filled with good people. And we're gonna cross the road now. Amazingly not jaywalking. Look at this beautiful little space here. So the area of Roppongi, this is kind of the main strip of it, but as you've seen, just going into the back streets, there's a lot of stuff to check out, including this surfing spot here. If you've ever wanted to go surfing in Tokyo, this is the spot for you. It's 100% for real, an honest, dedicated surfing spot. So I highly recommend it. Come out here, get your surf on, and you might even get to meet the police over there, because it's not for surfing. Don't do that. Don't trust the thing I say. And that is a Honda CRZ. It's a nice little car. It has paddle shifters. It's a fun one. So if you can ollie the deck, I'll give you $20. I am not, okay, so this deck is 100% made for the pure purpose of transportation. Look how big those wheels are. This is my favorite penny board, and I don't think I could safely ollie this thing, especially not in these streets. I appreciate it. I really do. Love you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say hold on to that 20. I've had enough physical accidents lately that I don't think we need to be encouraging more. But it is not raining. It looked like it actually spat out for a little while, but the weather has cleaned up and cleared up quite a bit. And now here we are with just a nice Monday night of bars in Tokyo. So this is our night. And we've got another super chat in here. Lexus the Impaler, that's an amazing name. Keeping the super chat ball rolling, saying, "What's up, bro? Wanna meet? I'm in Tokyo, YG. I'm Roppongi." I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna be here very long. Just kind of going around, doing a little bit of a stream for the night, and then I actually have a meeting tonight from midnight. The fun of online meetings and international time zones and everything like that. So we're not going to be on super long, but Alexandria in here is also keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying, just jumping in to say hi. Third week of my first trip to Japan, currently in Hiroshima, but it was in Roppongi 2 weeks ago. Nice. I hope you're enjoying Hiroshima. I hope the weather there is nice right now. The weather's been up and down, as you've probably noticed from my stream and some of the streams that I've encouraged people to go and visit lately. It has been windy lately, and yes, beep to you too. Beep to you too. I hope you're having a beeping great day. It's very beepable. And Rowan in here, keeping that super chat ball rolling as well, saying good morning from Maine. Pouring rain here. Sorry to hear it. Starting one of 2 last classes before I graduate in August. Woo! Exciting times. Congratulations. And workout day class is survey of photography. That sounds like a fun class. I wish I had photography classes. And Otter Post in here as well, keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying thank you for all you do. You inspired me to go to Tokyo this April. Best experience. That's incredible. I'm sure that I may have been part or piece of the inspiration, but not all of it. Like these panda gloves were, in their own way, definitely a huge part of your inspiration, as well as the many other incredible content creators in our circle. I 100% want to encourage all of you, when you come here, try stuff like this out. Try just going out and taking a night walk, a morning walk. Just take a walk, stream it, record it, Just toss a GoPro on your hat, whatever you want. Keep it for yourself, upload it, but capture those memories and share them. I love being able to look back at these streams that I've done and the areas that we've been able to go out and see things like this. Seeing Roppongi out at, like, you know, what are we looking at? We're looking at 10:30 p.m. on a Monday, and it looks like this. So this should be a pretty good hint to you as to what a Friday in Roppongi looks like, because it can get pretty crazy here. It honestly, on like a decent Friday night, it is borderline impossible to walk these streets. Who here in the chat has been to Roppongi before? Or again, if you're watching afterwards, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you've been here. What was your experience? Was it a good experience? Was it a terrible experience? Roppongi is really the kind of place that will bring you both of those. So let me know both in the chat and after the video goes live. For all of you watching it afterwards, let me know in the comments. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor and give that like button some love. Let's gamify this and see if we cannot get it up to the next major milestone. Where are we at right now? I don't even know where we're at. Let's take a peek. I think we're somewhere around 167. I think we can definitely get to 200 likes in the next 2 minutes. Guys, let's gamify this. Let's have some fun with it. Let's get us to 200 likes in the next 2 minutes. Sounds fun. And this is kind of looping us back to close to where we start. Now this entire area, this entire square, if you will, is full of live streamy goodness. Is that what we'll call it? We'll call it live streamy goodness. There's so much to walk and explore and see, but if there's something particular that you guys want to see today, be sure to let me know. Yes, that's where we are. We're right here in the area of Roppongi. And Widja is, did I get that right? Did I say it right? And I was in Tokyo over Easter, managed to walk with 2 walking streamers while I was here. Super fun to meet these people who give us, I'm really glad to hear that. In my last stream, I actually encouraged people to go out after the stream finished and find anybody else who was live. And I'd kind of like to start making that like a regular thing that we do. So as TOKYOLENS streams wrap up, I want you guys to definitely keep your eye out for other smaller streamers that are around and active, and see if we can't make people's days better at the end of each and every stream that we do. All right, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna make our way over to the other side of the street and check out the area. Back this way as well, there are a ton of bars. Tonight's just feeling like a very TOKYOLENS type of night. It's a little bit post-rain, the streets are just a little bit shiny, the lights are out, everything's all energetic and happy. We've got a Wendy's First Kitchen over here, and if anybody knows what that's called in Japanese, you get bonus points. I have covered it in previous streams, so let me know. And everybody's so energetic and so smiley and so happy. It must be the alcohol. What do you think, guys? And yes, you'll also see a lot of really nice cars in this area for all the car lovers. So, and YouTube should have raids like Twitch so that you can send your minions. I don't know if I have minions, but YouTube should definitely have raids like Twitch. I think we would really enjoy that. So I'm just trying to encourage people now to get out and raid other people's streams. Last time we did I'm just gonna let these guys pass. They are so boisterous and so energetic and well dressed too. Can't complain. They're dressed pretty nice. Good on you guys, good on you. But if we had YouTube raids, we'd just be able to send people over to people's streams and just make their day. There's so many great streamers and adventurers and explorers walking the streets of Tokyo pretty much every single day at this point. And way too many, kind of quit way too early. And I want to encourage them to keep going because I have a ton of love and respect for what they do. So there we are. And up here, we have an area called Tokyo Midtown, which does light up really beautiful. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna head into the back streets and see what kind of back streets and bars are available tonight. So, any requests in the stream, anything that you wanna see. YouTube does have raid. Tell me about this YouTube raid. The raid system for YouTube isn't very intuitive though. It seems like YouTube does have raids and people are very in on this. So I should be checking it out. It looks like I need to be doing some research and finding out. And yes, we hit our 200 likes. I'm pretty sure at this point we could just spend another 2 minutes and just bang that up to 250 likes. And honestly, these guys were so energetic that I kind of want to see where their night ends up. There's also a ton of great bars and shops down here, so we'll head this way. I probably only hit the Roppongi area 2 or 3 times in any given year. I don't come out here very often, despite it being as close to home as it is. And Silver in here keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying for a coffee, a way to chat and note that YouTube does have raids, albeit unintuitive to use. I 100% want to look that up so we can learn more about it. This is one of the best bars in Tokyo right here. It's called 7-Eleven, and it has the alcohols that you would get at the bars. These guys probably get at their bars. And Alexandria, how are you doing? I hope your night is going great. Thank you so much for keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying it always makes my day to see these videos. Here is a little for sectional chats. Well, thank you very much for that. Actually, one of the things that we're doing right now is we're saving up for a boating stream. That way we can get on a boat out on the water and just do a stream of the canals of Tokyo. I think we would have a spectacular time. I've already spoken to the marina and gotten the okay. They're gonna let me borrow a boat for the sole purpose of going out and streaming. With any luck, I may even be able to borrow a captain to go with me. That way I can focus on the stream and somebody can, I guess, captain the boat for me. It'll be fantastic. Looking for it. Marcus here is asking, any reason you do 2 for streams, e.g. stream on both YouTube and Twitch? Well, one of the main reasons, that is a, don't, oh my lord, that is tight. Okay, and the tire's just riding up against the edge there. The Twitch I don't do as often. I used to do Twitch quite often, especially when my little brother was in Tokyo. We love doing Twitch streams together, and one of the big reasons is it requires absolutely no setup whatsoever, and it's kind of a different feel and different community. YouTube, I've got to set my thumbnails, I've got to do all my planning, I've got to, you know, announce the stream and everything like that. Whereas Twitch, I can literally just pop my phone onto my little gimbal and walk and stream. So it's a very different world doing a YouTube stream or Twitch stream, and thus has kind of a different audience, a different feel and everything like that to it. Also, anytime that the YouTube streams get just a little bit too big, I like to jump onto Twitch just for a slightly quieter environment, since I don't really stream out there that often, so we end up with quieter, more personal streams. But it's also one of the reasons why I haven't been announcing as many of my streams lately, so that I can actually read the comments and so that we can hang out and chat and walk together like in this one. So thank you for the question. And Josh Stark in here, how you doing, Josh? Good to see you. Saying, hey Norm, good to see you live. Boating stream sounds amazing. Good morning from Memphis. Glad to have you here. Thank you. The boating stream 100% will be a ton of fun. Now, this here is actually one of my favorite things about Tokyo. The expressway, the Tokyo Expressway, runs over the main streets like this. And if you ever come to Tokyo, there is a very unconventional way to spend part of a day that I highly recommend. Pick a spot in Tokyo, jump in a taxi, and ask them to take the freeway to get you there. You can use Google Maps to see if you're gonna need to use the freeway to get there, but getting to be up on that level there, zipping through Tokyo with buildings on both sides, there's just something slightly fantastic about it. It's an experience that even after well over a decade in Japan, I still enjoy every single time that I get on the freeway. I drive through Tokyo quite often. I'd say 3 out of any 7 days of the week, I'm probably up on that expressway at least once. A little bit less lately. Things have been kind of quiet lately. But the Tokyo Expressway and just getting to zip through the middle of all these buildings up on a higher level is an experience all of its own, and it's one that you can do in a taxi for like 20 bucks or something, and it's a very worthwhile and unique Japan experience that most people wouldn't think of. So 100% I recommend that. Check it out. You can just jump in one of these guys, and taxis start at 500 yen for like the first couple kilometers. I don't know how many, I don't remember, but they're not stupid expensive. They're not cheap obviously either. I would say, for example, at night, a 30-minute taxi ride will probably run you somewhere between $25 and $40. So, whoa, man, there's a screen here, and it just started talking to me as I walk by. It must have a motion sensor or something on it, and it made me jump just a little bit. But right there is Roppongi Station, and we're gonna walk along this way up to where Roppongi Hills is. So, and hi from Italy. Well, hello back to you. I miss Italy. Back in 2018 and 2019, I was going to Italy repeatedly for work, doing shamisen related jobs, and loved almost every trip out there except for the first one where I got really sick on the plane on the way there, and then ended up in a much worse hotel than I ever could have imagined, but all balanced out. So you know what, we're gonna switch over to camera for slightly better lighting. We're gonna walk through here just because this little alleyway seems to be where all the people are hanging out and drinking, and I love that. So what's up, guys? We'll go back here, see what's going on down this street, and we'll make our way up to Roppongi Hills for now. If you haven't already, do me a favor and give that like button some love. Look at this peaceful little bar area tucked in the trees. I love the awning. I love the feel of this place. This is a place just to sit down, have a nice evening drink. And Wayne West is in here keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying, I have never seen a freeway painted white before. Well, there you go. Now you have. So we actually started just down there. The bar at the very beginning of our live stream was right around there, and then we went down and around that way, and now we're gonna turn around and go this way. And look at that, you saw the videos from Italy? That is amazing. Aw, that makes me happy. So Cry is saying, yeah, I saw the videos, they're nice. Yeah, Italy was a good time. We had some great experiences, met some fantastic people. I hope to make it back someday. Milan unfortunately had terrible weather while we were there, but you know, you work with what you get and you try not to get hit by cars. So, and Chelsea in here, how's it going? Chelsea keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying, honestly, 7-Eleven had ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches that were game changing. Good morning and much love from Arizona. Get yourself a coffee, Chelsea. Thank you very much for that. Chelsea has been such a long time channel supporter and chatter in both the comments and the live chat. And when Chelsea came out to visit Tokyo, we got a very brief moment hanging out at the TOKYOLENS studio, which I really enjoyed. When I set up the TOKYOLENS studio, one of my hopes, one of my goals was that I'd be able to use it as kind of like a social space to finally have a place to meet people. That way I didn't have to throw major events every single time or rent out a space or anything like that. Or be like, oh yeah, let's go meet at a cafe and see if they have a table for us to sit at. Because it's never as much fun as you want it to be. I much prefer being able to get together, hang out in the studio, have a coffee together. So awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And up here we are coming up to another, right around the corner here, there's a burger place that's not Japanese at all. So, you know, Shake Shack, that's a thing. Oh, actually it wasn't around the corner, it was right there. That's the Shake Shack. That's fantastic. There's the Shake Shack. And Seattle's best coffee. So this is like the most Japanese area of Tokyo. And a Cinnabon. So it doesn't get more Japanese than this, guys. If you want to come out and get Seattle's best coffee and then go to Shake Shack and get yourself a Cinnabon afterwards, this is the space for you. I highly recommend it. This place was designed for you. You'll love it. It's very Japanese. I love how when in a video I go, where did I go? I think I went somewhere and I got like pizza or something in one of my videos, and someone in the comments absolutely lost it and was like, how dare you get pizza while you're in Japan? That's sacrilegious. You don't deserve to be in the country. And I'm pretty sure that was their actual voice, in case you're wondering. And I sat and couldn't help but just laugh with love at the fact that, okay, I get it. I fully get it. Like, if you cannot be here and you're watching YouTube videos and you're like, oh, they're in Japan, oh, I can't wait to see what they're gonna eat, and then they get pizza, there's a certain level of disappointment that's probably gonna come with that. That is all fine. But you gotta understand, when people have been here a long time, every now and then they want to Seattle's best coffee. Or every now and then they want to watch the new Mario movie, which here doesn't come out until the 28th. So, you know, that's the thing. Wait, 28th? That was like 2 days ago. Wait, the Mario movie's out? Guys, I've made some poor choices with my life lately and have not gone to see the Mario movie. We are gonna have to rectify that 100%. Mario movie now goes very close to the top of the priority list. Why did I not go and see the Mario movie? Like, look at him. He's not happy with me. You can see it in his face. He's like, man, I trusted you. You should have come out. Should have hung out. And there we are with the freeway again. So please don't hit me, taxi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right now, if you're wondering where we are at the Roppongi Hills area. And we're gonna go up and check out the giant spider, amongst other things. And the beautiful, beautiful view of Tokyo Tower that I highly recommend everyone to check out from up here. So I'm gonna head up these stairs here, which, because they're really long, let's see, 1, 2, 1, oh, you're gonna use the same leg to go up the stairs each time, which is kind of irritating. The first section of these stairs only get a 3 out of 10 from me, and the second section of the stairs with the yellow kind of feel like they're from a station or something, so they also only get a 3 out of 10. These are not impressive stairs to me whatsoever. I will not give them a ton of love, but I'll give you guys love. So it balances out in the end. And then you get these giant bushes along the sides you walk. I'm always pleased by the level of greenery that they try to fit into Tokyo. Always happy with that. And John Manning saying there's a pretty decent Indian restaurant downstairs. There's actually a ton of great restaurants around here. This is kind of, if you're wondering what the area looks like and you've never been out here, this is it, but that is flickery as frick. So we're just gonna move on from that, because that just doesn't feel necessary in any way. Sorry about all the flickering. That was, oh, look at that. Oh, it's really nice, actually. Is it branded? What do we got? What's going on here? 100 colors, number 43. If you're wondering what this is, you can pause this and read it and check it out later. For now, we're gonna walk it and take a peek. Wow. And it goes back by year. 2016, 2015, 2014. Wow, this is kind of disorientating. Like on the stream, I don't know how it looks, but in real life, this is disorientating. But if you like the colors, like I do, make sure you give that like button some love, because this is really nice. I enjoy the aesthetic of what this is. So, thank you for being. Sorry, I'm literally just distracted by how nice this is right now. So guys, do me a favor. We are at 471 viewers with 328 likes. Let's see if we can spike it up to 350 likes in the next minute or two. If you don't know, this is a representation of the end of the world. It probably isn't. It's art. But it's kind of creepy art because it's like a spider thing and it's got like eggs in the sack, which is not, it's not aesthetically pleasing. But this shot right here is just a cool shot. Look at that. Cinematic live stream, guys. Cinematic live stream. There's a spot over here that I want to show you that I always recommend. And is there more? Oh, or is that just the reflect? I thought there was more color things over there. But it's a reflection in the glass. So if you've been watching the TOKYOLENS Explore channel for a while, you might remember that I'm basically a bird and that glass apparently doesn't exist to me. Can anybody in the chat section remember what happened and which live stream it was? Please let me know. If you get it right, I'll give you a high five, because it was hilarious and unfortunate. We've actually had some really great moments live streams. Like the time we were in Sapporo and I just bit the dust in the snow and went down. That was an adventure all of its own. But this little space here, you come around the corner here, it gets super peaceful, super quick. And a huge thanks to Tim and the rest of the moderators for always sharing links to the socials and everything like that. Really appreciate it. And you can see the wet ground here. It did rain a little bit. There's a bit of a gazebo here with nowhere to sit. So, you know, if you've ever wanted to stand in a gazebo but not sit, this is your space. And then I can see home over there. And Anna Freak is saying, yeah, I was actually there for that. I was just thinking of that moment. Yes. So for those of you who don't know what happened, and there's this little pathway here that I enjoy. But for those of you who don't know what happened, but are moderately curious, in one of the live streams, I was so focused on getting to a vending machine that I did not see a panel of glass between me and the vending machine, and just walked right into it. And it was very mature and adult. It's what you do when you're an adult. You walk into panels of glass like you're a bird. But this view right here is by far one of my favorite views in Tokyo. It's just a nice place. When I do come out to Roppongi, I like to hang out here just because of the way the city looks and the way Tokyo Tower looks at. Like, if you're not getting the like button for that, then I don't know what the like button is for. This is just such a beautiful space, and more often than not, it's actually crowded with people. And ACN 1985, how's it going? Great to see you. Thanks for always being here. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments in here, keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying hello, just noticed you are online. Greetings from Germany. Greetings right back to you. Glad to see you. Hope your day is going good. We're gonna walk this area a little bit just so you guys can get a feel for it. Look at this. Like, come on, you can't tell me that's not just the best view ever. Look at it. It's an honestly gorgeous, gorgeous view of Tokyo. You get a photographer over here, just enjoying his night, getting his shots, and oh, what a shot to get. There is actually a higher vantage point that you can go from here, that you can see more of the city. And while the roads here seem fairly complicated to drive through, they're actually not. They're pretty easy to drive through here. And it's nice, it's peaceful. It's a great area for cycling as well if you're not too against hills. If you're not a big fan of hills, I don't recommend cycling through this area, but if you have one of those Dendo Jitensha, the power assist bikes, those are the words that I'm looking for, then it can be great. This whole area here is filled with restaurants. I was giving a talk to a group of CEOs at a steak restaurant like 2 or 3 months ago. I got invited out. There's this lunch that happens with a group of CEOs a couple times a month, and they invited me out to give a talk on the, well, another loud announcement telling me that I'll fall down the stairs if I'm not careful, and I appreciate that. And it took place at a steak restaurant out here, and I got to learn a lot about some incredible businesses here in Tokyo. Got to meet CEOs of some really major corporations, and we had fantastic talks about things like YouTube and social media and all of that. And Emily Van Acker in here keeping that super chat ball rolling with a super sticker. Thank you so much for that, very much appreciated. Right now we're walking the area of Roppongi Hills and just doing what we can to enjoy this night. Things are much quieter when you get into this section of Roppongi, but it doesn't mean there are no people. There still are.
Watch your steps.
Yes, I will. I'll watch my step. There's a little garden area down here. A beautiful. Let's just explore. Let us explore the area and make the best of it. Inglorious Dane in here saying, here's a donation to see the Mario movie. Thank you so much for that. Now you don't have an excuse not to go see it. Have a good evening. I've been cornered now. I've been cornered into having to go see the Mario movie, and I appreciate that. So, Inglorious Dane, thank you so much for that. These, like, watch your step announcements. Okay, so these stairs here, I'll give them a fairly solid 7 or 8 out of 10, just because I really enjoy them. And I'm not even gonna try to read that name. I also, Art from the Heart here. I almost missed that one. Woo, I'm glad I didn't miss that one. Art from the Heart in here, keeping the super chat ball rolling, saying, good evening, sir. I hope you're well. Have you ever seen the 3 Dragon Torii Gates? Here's a little something for your evening. Matane, my friend. Well, thank you. 3 Dragon Torii Gates. I'll have to check them out. I need to look them up. Do you know where they are? Let me know. And Dunkloius Dios, that I don't think I came even close to saying that one right, is in here saying, been living in Japan for 5 weeks now. Weird to watch your night streams at night instead of morning back in Toronto. Isn't it just a treat though that we get to hang out? I also love that this feels like a cave from like Indiana Jones. I fully expect a ball to come rolling up behind me and me having to run from it. And Rowan in here keeping the super chat ball rolling with a super sticker. Thank you so much. As well as Ramon in here, greetings from Puerto Rico. Did I say it right? I think that's how you pronounce it. Found memories of drunkenly stumbling around Roppongi on my last nights in Japan. Can't wait to do it again. I hope that you have the opportunity sooner rather than later. It is quite an adventure, and we've made it back down to ground level. This is what it looks like at ground level. And again, there's a little bit of like a park area out here that's likely, is that gate still open? No. It usually closes up at night, so I was fully expecting it to be closed, but it might not be. So we might take a little bit of a walk through it. Look at that. I saw the Mario movie on Saturday. It was pretty good. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope that I will. That's the goal anyway. You know, when you go to a movie, you want to be able to enjoy it. So that's my goal, to be able to go out and enjoy that one. I can't believe I didn't go on opening night, which was, what, that would have been Friday then. Norm, what are you doing? You gotta get back into Norm mode. You gotta get back into TOKYOLENS mode. You gotta enjoy those movies. Super Mario. Get out there. I've actually been waiting for good movies to make their way to Japan for some time, and been in a little bit of a dry spell lately. So, all right, let's get out of here and let's see if we can't find some of the wild, drunken excitement of Roppongi. Now, as we get over here, we're gonna get closer to all the food delivery people, and there's gonna be a Starbucks up here, and then we're gonna get back into the bar area with all the people. Amazingly, there's a middle school right here as well, just smack dab in the middle of Roppongi. So again, if you're just joining the stream now, we are walking around in the area of Roppongi. We're checking out the drunken back streets of Tokyo tonight and trying to make the best of it. Where are you watching from, and what is your craziest story of drinking, whether it be in Tokyo or somewhere else? I will share with you guys my craziest story of drinking out in Tokyo. Is a night that I never expected to happen, and it happened back in 2008 when I was living in the Asakusa area. And so as we get into the main section of Roppongi again, allow me to share this story. So it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I am trying to sleep. I've had a long day of work. I want to get some rest, and so I am trying to sleep. And I hear this incredibly loud voice walking down the street singing. And me, being me, living on the second floor of the apartment that I lived in that time, opened the window and stuck my head out, being like, what is going on? And the second I stuck my head out, this man in a full dress with a wig and a ton of makeup looked up, pointed directly at me. We're gonna try and make this light. Let's make this light first, and then we'll finish the story. Oh, we made it. It's not even blinking. Whew. Feels weirdly successful. Oh, now it's blinking. And so he points directly at me and says, "You, let's drink." I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, what? He's like, "Let's drink." And I'm never one to shy away from new experiences, and it seemed like a bit of a challenge to me, and I was like, wait there. And so I got dressed and I went down to drink with this probably 70-year-old drag queen, and that's where the night started to get evening. An evening? What was that word? Interesting. That's where the evening started to get interesting. And so we go and head into this like tiny hole in the wall bar that's got maybe 6 seats and a bar counter, and there's barely enough space to squeeze in because the bars are so close to the wall. Like if there was ever a fire in that place, you have to single file hope that everyone gets out. It was bonkers. And a pause to give some love to Ren Ginty, who left a super chat saying, have you ever been Golden Guy bar hopping? Yes, there's stories in that too. I have been Golden Guy bar hopping, but let's finish up this story first. And so we get into this tiny hole in the wall bar, and the bartender is fully decked out in tattoos. And my drag queen host gets a big smile on his face, looks at me, and in beautiful English goes, "Are you nervous now?" And I'll admit, I wasn't until he asked that, but as soon as he got this grin on his face, I was like, "Are you nervous now?" I didn't know what to say, so I just looked him back in the eyes. I tried to hold eye contact, and I said, "Should I be?" He laughed quite boisterously and was like, no, you're safe, you're fine." And I was like, "Well, what is this place?" And he's like, "I worked here when I was young." I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "I worked here for 10 years. And he started telling me all these stories. The bartender had a smile on his face the entire time. And the bartender's like, "Yes, these tattoos are exactly what you think they would be." And this turns out I ran into this exact bartender a few months later when I went to my first ever Sanja Matsuri. And Sanja Matsuri is quite the experience itself. Honestly, this year during Sanja Matsuri, if you guys have a chance to catch any of the live streams happening in Tokyo on Sanja Matsuri, I likely won't be live streaming myself because I participate in the festival every single year, but Sanja Matsuri is one of the biggest festivals in all of Japan. It is the biggest festival in Tokyo. It is 3 days and over 100 mikoshi, portable shrines, being carried through the area of Asakusa. It kicks off on a Friday night. Everyone pulls out the mikoshi, they carry them around, they drink, they have a great time, they get really rambunctious. You will see full-blown Yakuza in tattoos standing on the shrines. You'll see cops trying to control everything, fights breaking out. It is one heck of a festival. For the most part, it's pretty safe as long as you keep your distance from stuff and you do not try to touch any of the mikoshi without wearing a proper hanten. There is a jacket that you gotta wear. Now that we're into the light, let's switch more over the wider camera there. But as long as you are respectful of everybody around you, you don't try to put your hands on a mikoshi that you shouldn't be touching, especially if you don't have a hanten, the jacket on, you should be fine. But that is honestly one of the best festivals. Excuse me, please let me through. Thank you. I don't want to get squished. That is one of the best festivals in all of Japan. And every year I join that festival, and I'll be doing that this year as well. But if you have the chance to catch any live streams, because there's always a ton of live streams during that festival, Sanja Matsuri, the downside being that because of how many people are in the area, you tend not to get the best quality on the live streams, but the content is almost always very, very interesting. We're gonna loop around this vehicle here and hope that we don't get squished and work our way up this street over this way. And that will be happening near the end of May, and it will be spectacular. I spend the week before Sanja Matsuri just prepping for Sanja Matsuri and driving around in this little pink car right here. It's adorable. I don't actually drive around in the pink car, full disclaimer. It's not mine. Didn't mean to cause any heartbreak or disappointment, but. And how do you spell the festival? Is S-A-N-J-A. Sanja Matsuri. And Matsuri is M-A-T-S-U-R-I. Sanja Matsuri. Buggy is in here in the chat saying that Sanja Matsuri runs from the 19th to the 21st. Should we head into this back street and see what's over here? I tend to avoid the back streets in Roppongi because it's Roppongi. But you know what, guys? I'm feeling kind of adventurous tonight. So we're gonna hit up this back street and see what's going on. See where it leads us. I've never been down this way. Can't be that bad. Probably okay. And so again, 100%, if you guys have a chance during that period from the 19th to the 21st to catch any of the live streams going on in that area, I cannot possibly recommend it to you enough. They're so good and there is so much to see. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's even a live stream up on the TOKYOLENS main channel where me and a buddy Victor went out to one of the Sanja Matsuri days, and we started by hanging out with a huge crowd of Yakuza. And okay, so we go this way. This feels incredibly safe. This does not feel like a death alley at all, but it has a beautiful shot of Tokyo Tower there, which always comforts me because I always feel like I'm within walking distance of home. So, all right, and down another and since it's getting, we're gonna switch into lens 1 to give us just a little more quality as we go through here. But last time that we did a stream out in Kagurazaka area, and it just keeps going. All right, we're just zigzagging through these back streets. Last time that we did a stream out in the area of Kagurazaka, it was nothing but tiny back streets like this. That stream was like 3 or 4 days ago. It was a ton of fun. If you haven't watched it, when this one wraps up, go check it out. I had recommended you guys to go raid other streamers, to find anybody who was live at the time. And it turns out there was actually 3 or 4 people live at that time For any of you who were there for that stream, who did you go check out and what did you think of their stream? Drop it in the chat right now. Let me know. I'd love to hear who you found and what you thought of them. It was a great time, and it just keeps zigging and zagging. We'll go this way. These guys are just hanging out. So, having a good time. What's up, guys? We just keep going deeper and deeper. I'm really wondering where it's gonna lead us to, if anywhere. It looks like it's gonna lead us to that street. So let's see what that street's all about. That's what we'll do. What would you suggest that a person visit first on their first trip to Tokyo? We're visiting for a little over a week, and I'm curious what you think we should see first. It's kind of a difficult one. It's tough to say what you should see. It really depends. I'd say one of the first things that you want to do in Tokyo, absolutely, is create a sense of juxtaposition. So you want to hit a really busy area, followed by like a really quiet area. So you want to do something that's really nature-esque. You want to hit one of the parks or something like that, and then hit one of the centrals. You want to do something like Shibuya, followed by like Ueno Park at night. You know, make the best of that first day, because you're obviously not going to be arriving at 6 in the morning, right? So you should reasonably be able to hit about 2 spots like that and really have a good time with it. And I feel like the back streets just continue. So we're going to go until the back streets stop us. I don't see any signs here saying dead end. So we'll see where this leads us. And either way, it keeps getting us closer to home. So we'll just walk in this direction. But Akihabara is a spectacular area for that. You could hit up the area of Akihabara and really get that like tech, gaming, and anime vibe, followed by heading out to Ueno Park in the evening. And when things get to night like this, they empty out and you get the city all to yourself, and it is peaceful and quiet and wonderful. So, and Abiel is saying, feels like some jump scare will appear every time Norm walks around a back road. Seriously. It just keeps leading us to new alleyways. Every single one we go to just leads us to the next alleyway. So we're just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep exploring, see what we find. So, I've just got, that's a nice looking road, it is. Whoa, that glass was really clean. Tyler, stop talking about me walking into the glass. It's a thing of the past. See, this glass is shiny, so you know. So you know that it's glass. I won't be walking into that. All right, and I feel like this is literally just gonna dump us back out on the road that we were just on there. Right over there. Sensoji is a must-see. There's so much in Tokyo. There's so many must-sees. The entire area of Asakusa, basically you could do the area of like, it's one of the reasons why I recommend everybody stay in the area of Ueno or Okachimachi, because you could do, you know, Skytree and then Asakusa and then walk out to Ueno and Akihabara and Kanda and then down around the underneath the Yamanote line at night. And you could do all of that in a day if you started your day early enough, and it would be a fantastic walk. So I highly recommend that side of Tokyo. And would you believe that just a few minutes ago we were right over there? That is the Mori Tower that we were just at that had the giant spider, and that is the moon, or a really bright LED. I'm not sure which, but I'm pretty sure it's the moon, so we're gonna go with that. And once we get out here, we're gonna be into the main area of Roppongi again with all the bars. And currently we are looking at 11:20 at night. Wow, guys, I have a meeting in like 40 minutes. I should probably wrap this up soon so that I can get to that meeting and don't have to be late for it. That sounds like a responsible thing to do, doesn't it? I think that we should do that. It's not the thing that I want to do, but it's the thing that the adult side of me tells me that I should do. Let's take a look at what the main streets of Roppongi are looking like right now. They've emptied out quite a bit actually. Amazingly, Tokyo is not the city that never sleeps. Tokyo is most definitely the city that sleeps. A lot of people are surprised by this when they first come, that trains stop running somewhere between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. And Nincome Noobs is in here keeping that super chat ball rolling, saying hello from Singapore. Haven't been to Tokyo since 2019. Can't wait to go back. Loved your live walks. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. This here, you're not allowed to sit. You're only allowed to stand on these stairs. So these stairs get a rating of 1 because they're not multi-purpose or multi-function, which is unfortunate and heartbreaking. And we can go back to wide now. I would stay here, but I don't want to get flagged by the music. And I met a friend down there a long time ago, and it was a really good thing, and blah, 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 blah. Holy, I feel like we're 100% going to get flagged by that music. It's so, and it's a Monday night, guys. It is a Monday night. And that's what we get. And yes, there was a Don Quixote back there as well. But with that being said, I should actually turn around and head back home for Tokyo Tower to be ready for my meeting. So thank you guys so much for watching. When this wraps up, leave me something in the comments so that when I'm done my meeting, I can hang out with you guys down there. I hope that the rest of your day is absolutely spectacular. Thank you. And with any luck, guys, I will see you again real soon. Bye.